Florida, 1989. Dusty highways, neon-lit bars, and a lone woman. Aileen Wuornos was accused of murdering 7 men, a serial killer. Was this outcast woman a victim or a cold-blooded killer? Her life, from childhood trauma to execution, was a series of tragedies. This documentary explores the dark corners of Wuornos's mind and her turbulent life. Were her crimes born of desperation or rage? Her story raises profound questions about human nature. If you're ready, let's step into Aileen's world. Aileen Wuornos was born on February 29, 1956, in Rochester, Michigan. Her mother, Diane, abandoned her as a baby. Her father was in prison. Raised by her grandparents, she found no love or stability. Her grandfather subjected her to physical and emotional abuse. At 12, she was sexually abused by family friends. These traumas left deep scars on Aileen's psyche. As a teenager, she ran away and began living on the streets. This was the start of her fight for survival. In the 1970s, Aileen was surviving on the streets. At just 15, she turned to prostitution to make ends meet. She battled alcohol and drug addiction. Her brief marriages and relationships all ended in failure. In 1986, she met Tyria Moore, her only stable relationship. Yet this relationship accelerated her path to crime. Aileen was trapped at the bottom of society. How did this desperation shape her path? In 1989, Aileen Wuornos committed her first murder, Richard Mallory. Mallory was a man who picked her up as a client. Wuornos claimed he tried to assault her. She shot him with a handgun and dumped his body in the woods. Was this murder self-defense or the birth of a killer? Aileen's rage was becoming unstoppable. This was just the start of a 7-murder spree. The highways became her hunting ground. Between 1989 and 1990, Wuornos killed 6 more men. Her victims were middle-aged men who picked her up on highways. She used the same method each time, a .22 caliber handgun. She stole their wallets and cars, dumping bodies in the woods. Wuornos claimed the murders were self-defense, but police believed she was a calculated predator. Her spree plunged Florida into fear. Could society stop the highway killer? In January 1991, Wuornos was arrested in a Florida bar. Her lover, Tyria Moore, cooperated with the police. Moore was used to pressure Wuornos into confessing. Aileen admitted to 7 murders. "I was protecting myself." Yet her confession was riddled with inconsistencies. Some believed she was wrestling with guilt. The police didn't buy her story. How did this confession shape the course of justice? In 1992, Wuornos' trial began in Florida. Her defense claimed the murders were self-defense, but the victims' profiles failed to convince the jury. Prosecutors portrayed her as a cold-blooded killer. Wuornos' angry outbursts in court damaged her image. She received 7 life sentences. In 2002, she was executed, her final words sparking debate. Was justice served, or was Wuornos a victim? Wuornos' mind was a complex puzzle for psychologists. She was diagnosed with PTSD and borderline personality disorder. Could childhood abuse have fueled her rage? Psychologists suggest her murders were a response to trauma. But does this justify her crimes? Wuornos was a woman society ignored. Her mind was caught between desperation and anger. What does this analysis reveal about human nature? Wuornos' case ignited debates on gender and crime. Female serial killers are rare, making her unique. Should society have seen her as a victim or a monster? The 2003 film, Monster, won Charlize Theron an Oscar. The film highlighted Wuornos' humanity and tragedy. Her case questioned the justice system's treatment of the marginalized. How did the media transform Wuornos into a figure? This case tested society's limits of empathy. Aileen Wuornos' story is a complex reflection of human nature. Can trauma excuse crime? How should society judge marginalized individuals? What does her story say about justice and empathy? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss. See you in the next serial killer documentary. In memory of the victims. How did this story impact you?